Marquis Westbrook is in his second season at Peach County. Last year, 4-7, first losing season since 1986. But now, Coach, I always say on my radio show, I said it the other day about the Alabama coach. I said it 8 years ago about Kirby Smart. First year for a head coach, especially when you take over for someone who's been there for a long time. Let's ease the expectations a little bit because that is a transition. I think high school football, it can be said the same thing just because, hey, we've been doing things for a long time and now we're going to change it. And you had to know there was going to be a little bit of a transition. But looking back on last season and then looking ahead, I'm sure you're happier in a more comfortable spot now than you were at this time last summer, right?
Oh, definitely. Just like you said, you're coming into a situation where program has been successful for the last 30 some odd years. And, you have pretty much a culture change in the way that, coaching staffs coach and everything. And take nothing away from the previous regime. They did a great job. But I guess that, that shift, the way that we do things, the way we practice, and the way that we interact with kids.
Yeah.
It was a lot, and whole new coaching staff, whole new verbiage. It was a lot. So we learned a lot about ourselves in that first year.
Do you think they were buying in? Do you think it's kind of even more comfortable for them now that that year's kind of come and gone?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. I think when we got into region play last year, you can start seeing the changes.
Mm-hmm.
Our kids start to play at a higher level. They start to take on coaching a little bit better, the way that we coach and the way that we receive them. Even, so I thought it started to turn a little bit. A lot of our games were starting to be a lot closer, and it started to shape up for us about mid-season last year.
Good, good. All right, let's about this year's defense real quick. Three starters back. Your linebacking core. You're going to look to them for some leadership because they've got a little bit of experience there in the middle, don't they?
Yes, sir. Right, and our two middle guys. I would say that they are the guys that we're going to look to get us lined up and get us going. Amari Fields and Carson Freeman. Carson was one of our starters from last year. Played outside. We moved him inside this year. He's a kid who is fiery. Both of the kids they talk a bunch, but they've started to back it up a little bit more. And everybody feeds off of them on the defense. So we're looking at them to do some great things for us on defense.
First game on the 16th against Northeast in Fort Valley. Coach, we'll talk about that offense and how to expect some good points from Peach County in our next report. Back with Marquis Westbrook from Peach County in his second season. Last year, the offense, pretty good, 28.8 points per game. DJ Hudson Jr., I think more people in Middle Georgia need to know about that young man. He had a really good year for you last year, didn't he?
Yes, man. DJ's a very dynamic player. And he's even more of a great kid than he's a player. I mean, his dad and mom has done a great job of raising him. He's starting to open up a little bit more, to be a little bit more verbal and leadership and in a leadership role. And he can do it all for us with his legs, his arm, and he's picking up the offense and like it's his own now. So we're looking for great things out of DJ to lead us on offense this year.
You've got to replace all your receivers. You got a little bit of competition at running back. So you got to kind of have the horses to go out there and to compete for that. Do you feel good about your options leading into the summer weeks to find out who's going to be starting for you in mid-August?
Yes, sir. It's been it's been it goes back to spring, having to replace. We had 5 seniors that we had to replace on offense at receiver. And Coach Park and Coach Smith, they've been doing a great job of getting the guys in there, getting them rotation and getting them reps so we can evaluate them. And some of the guys have been really, really taking to that role that they're playing now. They were backups last year and they're playing hard this year and they're starting to take leadership roles. Briscoe Freeman is one of the kids who stepped up and playing really well for us, had a pretty decent practice today. Alan Willock is another kid who has stepped up and played, and several others. We got kids who didn't play last year, some kids off the basketball team that came out and playing for us now and making plays all over the field. So we're looking for that group to be an excellent group. They're going to be a deep group, and hopefully we can roll them in and roll them out. And DJ can hit them over the top a bunch this year.
Real quick, you stayed in AAA, but go from Region 2 to Region 1 with Westover, Doherty, Bainbridge, Cairo, and Monroe. So teams kind of from the South. What do you think about that region?
It's going to be a tough region, man. You know, anytime you go down to South Georgia, they live and breathe football. You know, so it's going to be hostile environments down in Bainbridge and Cairo, and they love football down in Albany too. So it's going to be tough, but we got our work cut out for us. We've been working hard for them, and a couple new coaches in the region, so we're geared up for it, and it's down the road. We're just looking at that first game right now, trying to make sure we got our ducks lined up.
Which is against Northeast on August
Yes,
the
sir.
16th. Can't wait to see how you do this year, Coach. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Bill, for having me. I appreciate you.